Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
With all Outlook folders, you can set auto-archiving options. Auto-archiving allows you to automatically move messages from the specified folder to an archive folder, or delete them from your specified folders after a set period of time has elapsed. This reduces the amount of items that Outlook will have to process when it opens a folder, and archiving folder items can reduce the amount of needed storage space in the Exchange server for item storage. A nice advantage is that it will also perform this automatically, reducing the amount of time that you have to spend manually archiving items. To set auto-archiving on a folder, you need to view its properties. You can right-click on the folder in the folder list for which you wish to set auto-archiving, and then choose Properties from the pop-up menu that appears to access the folder's Properties dialog box. In here, you can click the Auto Archive tab to set the auto-archiving features of the folder. You have three options that you can set. First would be Do Not Archive items in this folder. Second is Archive items in this folder using the default settings. Or the third is Archive this folder using these settings. If you want to set the default auto-archiving behavior, click the Default Archive settings after selecting Archive items in this folder using the default settings. This will launch the Auto Archive dialog box. Here you can set how often you wish to archive by changing the number in the Run Auto Archive every X days checkbox. So you can just use the spinner arrow, or you can type it in, however you want to set it. You can also check or uncheck whether you want a prompt before the auto archive runs by checking or unchecking that option. In the During Auto Archive section, set any other default options for auto archiving that you want. You can choose to turn off or on the ability to delete expired items in email folders only, archive or delete old items, and show the archive folder in the folder list if you would like. In the default folder settings for archiving section, you can set the duration of time in the Clean Out Items Older Than line, and then choose what you want to do with those items. You can either move them to a personal folder file that you've created, or you can just permanently delete them by choosing that option. If you choose to move the items, you can click the Browse button and select the personal folder file to which you would like to store the old items. Usually a personal folder file named Archive is what's used by default. Now when you're finished setting your auto archive settings, you can click OK and then click OK again. That would apply your auto archive settings. Now if we go back to the properties and choose the Auto Archive tab again, if you selected to archive this folder using these settings, then you can specify when to clean the folder and what to do with the old items, just as you did in the defaults. However, these settings only affect the current folder. It wouldn't be setting them for all mail folders. So when you're done, you would just click OK to set auto archiving properties for the selected folder only.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.